Tonight on Texas News Channel, Sam Ehlinger makes a difference,
and Riverside students struggle getting to campus.
You're watching Texas News Channel,
your leader for live, local.
Good evening and welcome back to Texas News Channel for Monday, October 15th. I'm Baylee Wang.
And I'm Jennifer Gonzales. Thank you for joining us.
Well, Jennifer, we're halfway through October already, and it's starting to finally get colder and feel a little bit more like we're getting into winter.
It is.
And
I do not like it.
Oh, I'm loving it. Are you kidding me? You don't have to sweat whenever you walk to class and things like that. And especially football games, too. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, you're right.
You can go out and not have to worry about standing in the sun all day and things like that.
That is not good.
Awesome. So speaking of UT football, you may know Sam Ehlinger from his achievements on the field, but when he's not quarterbacking for his team, he's making a difference in his community. The Bensons, a local Austin family, are raising money to fund a cure for Batten disease. 12-year-old Garland Benson, whose sister has Batten, set a goal to raise $1 million for the Beyond Batten Fund and enlisted UT's famous quarterback to help. TNC sat down with the family to find out more.
The Benson family is a typical Austin family, but all that changed when their eldest daughter, Christiane Benson, was diagnosed with Batten disease.
Batten disease is a neurodegenerative condition that causes blindness and seizures, and it's a progressive condition, so it gets worse over time.
Batten disease is a rare disease, and my sister has it.
Scientists have found a treatment, but the family was given 24 months to raise $6 million to send them to clinical trials. In 2008, the family formed the Beyond Batten Disease Foundation. Garland also started his own foundation named Be a Hero a couple years later.
I decided to raise $1 million by myself, and so far I'm at $620,000.
UT quarterback Sam Ehlinger joined Garland to help him campaign.
It meant like a ton to me for him to do a campaign with me like this.
It's just an incredible blessing to see other kids helping kids in need. And in the case of Sam, I mean, he's just such an inspiring guy, not only on the field, but off the field too, in his efforts to try to help Garland.
Jennifer Gonzales, Texas News Channel.
If you'd like to donate to the Beyond Batten Disease Foundation, text HERO to 501-501 or visit beyondbatten.org. UT approved construction for the first gender-inclusive bathroom in Burdine Hall. These types of restrooms would not have the male or female symbol all of us are used to seeing. This follows a year-long effort by the President's Advisory Committee on LGBTQ initiatives to receive proper approval. Texas News Channel asked Longhorns for their thoughts.
I would agree with the university's decision to allow a gender-neutral bathroom because it's people's choice if they would like to use it, and I like that the option is there for people. If some people don't agree with it, they don't have to use it if they don't want to.
I think it's good for everybody to have an opportunity to go to the bathroom where they feel comfortable, so gender-neutral bathroom would be good.
UT's pretty liberal, so I think it's good for like people who are like transgender and like or identify as different sexualities.
Cap Metro cut the number of buses on the 670 route, causing students to struggle with getting to campus. TNC takes an en route for a look at what Riverside Longhorns experience on a daily basis.
This year, the Cap Metro has added additional buses to route number 10 after overcrowding complaints, but problems for the buses continue to rise for students who are currently living in Riverside. A student have to fight for space as it comes less frequently. Many students prefer to live in Riverside as it is a cheaper option to live in Austin, but transportation from Riverside to UT is never an easy task to do. According to Bobby Stone, UT Director of Parking and Transportation claimed that budget became the problem.
We haven't got an increase in funding in over 10 years. And so our ability to manage the shuttle buses in a way that serves students effectively, it becomes difficult because I only have so much money to spend.
Students such as Josia Simanjundak hope that UT and Austin could provide a more frequent bus route from Riverside to campus.
So basically, there are no buses coming and going to UT and from Riverside vice versa during weekends. So alternatively, what I usually do is take a share ride application, either using Uber or Lyft.
Good news for Longhorns looking to earn a graduate degree away from the 40 acres. UT is planning to launch a new online computer science master's degree program. It will still cover the same curriculum, and UT is hoping to attract students and professionals who want a job in the technology industry. The program is still pending approval, but should launch in fall of 2019.
Austin welcomed October with the change in the air and in the trash. Starting in October, all Austin businesses serving food were required by law to compost or donate their organic waste. Like food and napkins, the new law bans businesses from dumping their waste in landfills. Instead, they can donate their leftover food to food banks and soup kitchens or sell their scraps to farmers. Those who don't follow this new law could receive fines of up to $2,000. Be sure to keep up with Texas News Channel as we update you on this story.
You know, that's actually a really big law because, you know, Austin businesses, especially the Austin food, everyone comes here to eat, and now they're taking initiatives like this.
Everyone does come here to eat.
I know.
I'm really happy they're doing this.
Yeah, especially with the whole Go Green thing, and Austin's such a big city too, so it's really just helping everyone out.
Yes, for sure.
Awesome. Well, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Coming up on Texas News Channel.
Find out if your credit cards are safe
And get the latest political update.
Stay tuned. When you pay at the gas pump, are you sure your information is safe? If you haven't asked yourself before, now might be the time. Card skimmers, devices that steal debit and credit card information have been found in gas pump card readers at 2 7-Elevens in North Austin. Austin police have since removed all known skimmers, but they are still saying to take precaution. The Texas Department of Agriculture says the best way to protect your card's information is to save your receipts, monitor your bank account, check the security tape on pump cabinets, and pay inside with cash. If you think you've been skimmed, call 1-800-TELL-TDA.
Looks like the Austin Animal Center bit off more than they could chew. More than 250 dogs came to the shelter this past week, but not all of them have a place to sleep. The shelter says all available kennels are full, so they are waiving adoption and reclaim fees in hopes that these four-legged friends will find a forever home as soon as possible.
And in the spirit of friendship, Students for Bethel brought Longhorns together at Women for Bethel. This event was an open conversation with women discussing politics, representation, and what the Bethel versus Cruz rivalry means to them. TNC sat down with some of these Longhorns to hear what they had to say.
After the protest by the Young Conservative of Texas, the Student Fellow for Beto O'Rourke campaign organized a conversation for women discussing the current campus climate. The panel includes women from different majors and women who came from different backgrounds.
Women empowerment, we talk about healthcare, but all of these events are almost like external to campus, so we want to bring those topics on campus and talk about these issues, like what do these issues mean for women on campus.
Linda DeRaj, a student panelist, and Sierra Garcia, a student fellow, discuss why the event matters.
I think it's important for women to see other women talk about him and why they're voting for him.
The main thing is we want women to go out and get involved.
While there are not many people who turned out for the event, For students such as Baylee Odom, who came to the event, believe that it helps them understand better about the campus climate.
I really liked it. I liked all the people on the panel, and I thought that what they were saying was really interesting, and I agreed with most of it, and it was nice to know that there was other people on this campus that had the same beliefs as me.
Gabrielle Wang, Texas News Channel.
Well, you know, the Cruz and Beto rivalry is really getting everyone involved on campus, especially Austin. It's a huge thing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are going out to support those who they're in favor of.
Oh yeah, and tomorrow night especially is the debate between Cruz and Beto, the second one, so be sure to catch that. So speaking of the Senate race, it is now time for our midterm election update. Monday marks the beginning of early voting. Austin residents can do so from October 22nd to November 2nd. To find out where you can vote, go to the Texas Secretary of State's website and find the section labeled, "Am I registered?" On this page, you'll be prompted to fill out your name, country, birthday, and zip code. Press submit, and the Secretary of State will provide you with your voter information as well as general election info. If you click on the general election link, you will be presented with many options. To find out where to vote, click on the polling location option. Select your day, and an interactive map provides you with your closest voting locations. Here on campus, the Flan Academic Center and the PCL will also be open for students who are registered in Travis County. Well, let's hope whenever people get out to vote coming up in these next few weeks, the weather doesn't hold them back.
Yes, bundle up and go vote.
For sure. I know a lot of people who skipped class today because it was just too cold. Well, it's that kind of weather. So let's see what Donya has for us in the Weather Center. Donya?
Thanks, Baylee. We all felt a change in the air after that cold front. But will these chilly conditions stick around? I'll let you know after the break. Welcome back to Texas News Channel. Well, Longhorns, I don't know about you, but when I woke up this morning, I felt like I was in Antarctica. An Arctic cold front pushed through Austin late Sunday night, bringing with it severe storms and a 50-degree temperature plummet. If you don't have a warm winter coat yet, it's time you buy one, because these chilly temperatures will last through the week. Tonight, you should brace yourself for showers and a few storms. Wind gusts may reach up to 25 miles per hour, so it's best to stay indoors. But if you're headed outside, then wrap up in a sweater or two. Tomorrow, we can expect rain all day long. Those strong wind gusts will stick around, so hold on tight to those umbrellas and try not to get blown away. We'll see a low of 45 and a high of 47, so don't forget your coats either. On Wednesday, the temperature creeps up to a high of 52, but don't let that fool you. We will see quite a bit of precipitation throughout the week. It's only fall, Longhorns, but it certainly feels like winter. And it looks like this feeling is going to stick around for a while. If you miss the warm Texas sun, hang in there. You can always bundle up with a blanket and some coffee in the meantime. Live from the Weather Channel, I'm Donya Allen.
Thanks, Donya. We'll be right back with sports. Welcome back to Texas News Channel. We're joined by Drew Jacob from TSTV Sports, here to update us on the latest in Longhorn athletics. Welcome, Drew.
Oh, thank you, Baylee. Well, the Baylor Bears came into town this weekend hoping to take a step towards bowl eligibility at the expense of Texas's 6-game winning streak and undefeated conference record. And we're off to Darrell K. Royal Memorial Stadium, where to start the game off, Baylor quarterback Charlie Brewer would shred the Texas secondary with a huge touchdown pass. Don't worry though, because Texas would bounce back with a Bouchel-Johnson connection in the end zone to tie things back up as boom went the dynamite. Later on, Texas would march down the field once more, with a 20-yard touchdown run, or sorry, with a 20-yard run, which would set up the go-ahead run out of the Wildcat formation from Little Jordan Humphrey. Not all went well, though, as backup quarterback Shane Buechele would throw a costly interception Baylor's way, which they would capitalize on shortly after, with a touchdown pass from their with a touchdown run from their senior running back. The Longhorns would survive their opponents, though, defending just one last pass from Brewer as time expired. Texas wins 23-17, continues their winning streak, 6-1.
So, Drew, with Texas's 6-1 record and ranking number 7 in this week's AP poll, do you think it's time to declare Texas as a true playoff contender?
Well, you see, I wouldn't go that far. Tom Herman's rebuild is certainly ahead of schedule, and we really can't turn our noses up to an undefeated conference record. It's the best you can do. The problem is this team simply doesn't have the depth or the experience to close out good games against your upper echelon of college football teams, your Alabamas, your Clemsons. I think Texas fans should set their sights on a possible conference championship this year, if anything.
The 5-1 Texas Longhorns took on the 3-2 Baylor Bears last Saturday at DKR in what Texas thought would be an easy win. Texas was driving down the field until their star quarterback Sam Ehlinger got hurt in the first drive of the game. Stepping in for the injured Sam Ehlinger, Shane Buechele had his first game action since last year's Texas Bowl. He's always worried when a backup quarterback is in, but Coach Tom Herman had full confidence in Buechele.
And I want to tell the world, Shane Buechele is the most engaged, he's the most prepared, he's the most positive coaching backup quarterback I've ever been around in my life. And I've been around some really good ones.
Buechele struggled at times, but his teammates Colin Johnson and Cavante Ingram, along with the rest of the offense, were able to help him overcome these challenges. Both Johnson and Ingram had high praise on what kind of player Buechele is.
The way he just shows up to practice every day giving his best because that's all he knows. That's the type of person he is. First off, it gains the players' respect, like myself. It gains, the coaches' respect. There's unreal praise for Shane in the locker room after the game just by Coach Herman and all the rest of the guys. But it's literally just the epitome of a great teammate and someone great to have, on your side. So.
We had no doubt, Buechele, he's a real deal. He practiced hard. I don't think nobody practiced harder than him. And crazy that might sound, so, it's just a next man up mentality.
Here's Buechele coming in for the injured Sam Ehlinger.
I'm just talking with my family and my teammates, they've always said just stay ready and be the best teammate that you can be, and that's what I've tried to do since fall camp and since this moment here.
Coming off their biggest win of the season, Texas Longhorns struggled against the Baylor Bears. Part of this is due to the fact that Shane Buechele was in at quarterback for the injured Sam Ehlinger. But luckily for Texas, Colin Johnson and Cavante Ingram were able to carry the team on their backs and lead Texas to the victory. From DKR, I'm Matt Marinchuk, TSTV Sports.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today, Drew. Let's head over to Carli to see what's new in Hollywood. Carli?
Thanks, Baylee. Coming up next, we'll talk Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson's split, a not-so-ordinary war monument, and ACL. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with your entertainment news. Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson's relationship took a downward turn. Looks like the engagement between her and the SNL star is over. Davidson popped the question just weeks after the two started dating, and only 4 months later, it looks like things are done for now. A source close to the couple says Grande felt the timing wasn't right. Her team tells People magazine she is taking time to heal and mend. Well, we all know the saying, don't mess with Texas. But what about Georgia? Looks like someone thought it would be funny to put googly eyes on a Revolutionary War monument in Savannah. The images soon got the meme treatment. But not everyone was laughing. The Savannah city government posted on Facebook asking, "Who did this? It may look funny, but harming our historic monuments and public property is no laughing matter. In fact, it's a crime." And right here in Austin, ACL just wrapped up. But no worries, our own coverage is still ahead. TSTV News Department's very own Jaewon Yu and Sean Dolan attended Weekend 2 for backstage interviews with ACL performers. You can catch the full coverage on Good Morning Texas this Wednesday at 7 a.m. Well, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for live from the Entertainment Center. I'm Carli Rappaport.
Thanks, Carli, and thank you for tuning in. If you have a news tip, email us at texasstudenttv.com. Be sure to follow us for news updates throughout the week. You can follow us on Twitter at Texas News TSTV and like us on Facebook. I'm Baylee Wang.
And I'm Jennifer Gonzales. Have a great week.